everyone, I'm here to do my first book video, so this is actually going to be on my top 10 favorites. So it will give you an idea of what kind of books I like. If you like these type of books, stay tuned because I'm only getting started and I have a ton of ideas for the future. And if this is your first time watching me, I'm also doing fashion videos and art. Thanks for watching. Hope you like it. So to kick off my top 10 favorite series, number 10 is the Maximum Ride series. And this is probably one of the first series I read. I fell in love with these books and they have a place in my heart. That might sound cheesy. And the characters are so believable and so well constructed. They really do something to you, you know what I mean? Like a good book really has that effect on you. So I'm going to read you a little bit of the back. 6 unforgettable kids with no families, no homes, are running for their lives. Max Ride and her best friends are products of an experiment. They were engineered to fly. Now they've escaped, and they need to know who made them and who's hunting them. Next one is called School's Out. Third one is called Saving the World in Other Extreme Sports. Fourth one is called The Final Warning. Fifth one is called Max. And the most recent one that was just published is called Fang. So, if you're interested, that's the order. My ninth favorite book is A Great and Terrible Beauty. This is Libba Bray's first book in her Gemma Doyle series. The second one is called Rebel Angels, and the third one is called The Sweet Far Thing. This is a really beautiful series. It's very unique, magical. If you love fantasy and romance, definitely check it out. The last book has like 900 pages, and I read it in a day. Gemma Doyle isn't like other girls. No, 16-year-old Gemma is sent to the Suspense Academy in London after a tragedy strikes to her family in India. Only guilt-ridden and prone to visions of the future that have an uncomfortable habit of coming true. But she's not completely alone. She's been followed by a mysterious young man who warns her to close her mind against the vision. For it's at Spence that Gemma's power to attract the supernatural unfolds. There she becomes entangled with the school's most powerful girl, who discovers her mother's connection to a shadowy group called the Order. My 8th favorite series is Maggie Stiefvater's Shiver series. She takes werewolves to a whole new magical level. It's just so lyrical. The words are like a song, not really sentences, if that makes any sense. Because she loves music, it really shows with her words. If you love werewolves, that doesn't exactly matter if you hate them anyway, because she takes a whole new take on them. Instead of transforming under the moon, they transform because of the temperature. Basically, she takes that brilliant idea and a love story and combines the two. The cold. Grace has spent years watching the wolves in the woods behind her house. One yellow-eyed wolf, her wolf, watches back. Dan has lived 2 lives. As a wolf, he keeps the silent company of the girl he loved. And then, for a short time each year, he is human, never daring to talk to Grace until now. For Grace and Sam, love has always been kept at a distance, but once it's spoken, it cannot be denied. Sam must fight to stay human, and Grace must fight to keep him. My 7th favorite book is The Maze Runner by James Dashner. It's definitely different from the rest of the books I just showed you because no romance. It's so different because there's so much action and thrill. When Thomas wakes up in the lift, the only thing he can remember is his first name. He has no recollection of his parents, his home, or how he got to where he is. His memory is absolutely blank. But he's not alone. When the lift doors open, Thomas finds himself surrounded by kids who welcome him to the Glade, a large expanse enclosed by stone walls. All they know is that every morning, for as long as anyone can remember, the stone doors to the maze that surround them have opened. Every night, for just as long, they've closed tight. Every 30 days, a new boy is delivered in the lift, and no one wants to be stuck in the maze after dark. The next day, a girl is sent up. The first girl ever to arrive at the Glade, but it's looking more and more as if the maze is unsolvable. The sequel comes out in October. It's called The Scorched Trials. This is Inside Out by Maria V. Snyder. It is my 6th all-time favorite series. This is the first book. The second one comes out next year. This book is so good. It's really hard to explain because the beginning is confusing, just to let you know. Imagine every space in this room filled with people, constantly being jostled and pushed. In the lower levels, there is no quiet place. This room is paradise. I'm Trella. I'm a scrub. A nobody, one of the thousands who works on the lower levels, keeping inside clean for the uppers. I've got one friend, do my job and try to avoid the pop cops. So what if I occasionally use the pipes to sneak around the upper levels? The only neck at risk is my own, until I accidentally start a rebellion and become the go-to girl to lead a revolution. The second book is called Outside In, favorite series. is Michael Grant's Gone series. This is incredible. So intense and crazy, and it really makes you think about what will happen to our world someday. You know, it could change in the split of a second. Everyone except for the young, teens, middle schoolers, toddlers, but not a single adult. No teachers, no cops, no doctors, no parents. Gone, too, are the phones, internet, and the television. There is no way to get help. In the blink of an eye, all the adults disappeared. Everyone under the age of 15 still remains. Hunger threatens, bullies rule, a sinister creature lurks. Animals are mutating, and the teens themselves are changing, developing new talents, unimaginable dangers, deadly powers that grow stronger and stronger by the day. The sequel is called Hunger, and the third book is called Lies. Fourth favorite series is Julia Kagawa's The Iron King series. If you hate fairies, read it, because I didn't like books about fairies, and this totally changed my point of view on the whole fairy genre. If you like fairies, definitely read it. You'll love them even more. Kagawa really puts a spin on the whole genre. So much magic, and she really created a world that's so believable. I really want to jump in and just become a part of their worlds. Megan Chase has a secret destiny, one she could never have imagined. Ever since her father disappeared before her very eyes when she was 6, she has never quite fit in school or at home. When a dark stranger begins watching her from afar, and her prankster best friend becomes strangely protective of her, Megan senses that everything she's known is about to change. But she could never have guessed the truth, that she is the daughter of a mythical fairy king and is a pawn of a deadly war. Now, Megan will learn just how far she'll go to save someone she cares about, to stop a mysterious evil no fairy creature dare face, and to find the love with a young prince who might rather see her dead than let her touch his icy heart. I just finished reading the second book, which is The Iron Daughter, and the third book, The Iron Queen, is going to be out next year. We're into the top 3. I love this series. Okay, so The Vampire Academy by Rochelle Mead. If you haven't read it, you have no idea what you're missing. It's incredible. This is the first book. The second one is called Frostbite. Third one is called Shadow Kiss. Fourth one is called Blood Promises, and the fourth one is called Spirit Bound. It's not your typical vampire series. There is romance and love and action and thrill and fights and evil. I would read the back of the book for you guys, but I just didn't feel like it's enough. I mean, so much happens by the end of the series. I'm telling you guys to go read this book. It's engaging, it's captivating, thrilling. You're absorbed right from the start. Every time the book ends, you're dying to read the next one. My second favorite series. Hunger Games is brilliant, amazing, the list goes on and on and on. The type of books I love because it puts a massive twist on the world, and it really engages you from start to finish. This is the first book. Next book is Catching Fire, and then it goes Mockingjay. If you have not read this, this is a must-read for sure. Could you survive on your own in the wild with everyone out to make sure you don't live to see the morning? In the ruins of a place one known as North America lies the nation of Panem, a shining capital surrounded by 12 outlying districts. The capitals are harsh, cruel, and keeps the districts in line by forcing them to send one boy and one girl between the ages of 12 and 18 to participate in the annual Hunger Games, a fight to death on live TV. 16-year-old Katniss Everdeen, who lives alone with her mother and her younger sister, regards it as death sentence when she steps forward to take her sister's place in the games. Survival for her is second nature. Without really meaning to, she becomes a contender, but if she is to win, she will have to start making choices that weigh survival against humanity and life against love. Actually, this actually ties for first place for me. Tied for my all-time favorite series is the Mortal Instruments series. This is the first book, City of Bones. It goes City of Ashes and City of Glass. Oh my god! Like, some parts I was left like screaming. I finished the last book in a whole day. I got it in the mail, started reading it, and I didn't stop until I hit the last page. Cassandra Clare is a genius. She creates this world, and the characters she puts with her idea just makes it even better. The romance is incredible because it's not your typical romance. There's so much more to it. Hunger Games and the Mortal Instruments, I really don't know which one to choose for my all-time favorite. If you love this one, you'll love this one. If you love this one, you'll love this one. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.